the night John Wayne silenced the studio. The bright lights of the Tonight Show glowed warmer than usual that evening. Backstage, the crew whispered. Something felt different. It wasn't just another celebrity appearance. It was John Wayne walking into the studio. The Duke himself. He moved slower than people remembered from the westerns. The swagger was still there, but quieter now, heavy, thoughtful, like a man carrying stories no one had ever heard. Johnny Carson stood near the curtain, watching him approach. "Duke," Johnny smiled, extending his hand. "America's been waiting for you tonight." John Wayne nodded once. "Johnny," he replied softly, "I reckon I've been waiting too." The audience erupted as Wayne stepped onto the stage. Applause thundered through the studio. People stood. Some cheered, some simply stared in disbelief. This wasn't just a movie star walking in. It was a legend stepping into the present. Johnny leaned forward with his familiar grin. "So tell me, Duke, after all the battles you fought on screen, is there anything left that scares you?" The audience laughed. But John Wayne didn't. Instead, he paused, looked down at his hands, then looked up at the crowd. "Yeah," he said quietly. "Time." The laughter faded instantly. The room changed. Johnny Carson sensed it too. He leaned closer. "You've played heroes your whole life," Johnny said gently. "Did that ever get heavy?" Wayne took a breath. "People think heroes don't get tired," he said. "Truth is, sometimes they do." For a moment, nobody spoke. Not the band. Not the audience. Not even Johnny. Then Wayne continued. "I spent my life riding across deserts on horses that weren't mine, fighting battles that weren't real, wearing courage like a costume." He smiled faintly. But somewhere along the way, folks started believing it was real. Johnny nodded slowly. "And wasn't it?" Wayne looked straight at him. "No," he said honestly. "But the people who believed in it were." The audience applauded softly. Not loudly. Not wildly. Respectfully. Johnny changed the tone slightly. "You ever wish you done something different?" Wayne chuckled. "Oh sure," he said. "I wish I'd told my kids sooner how proud I was of them." The studio went completely silent. That wasn't something people expected from John Wayne. The tough cowboy. The fearless soldier. The man who never backed down. Johnny leaned closer again. "That sounds like something people at home might need to hear tonight." Wayne nodded slowly. "Then let me say it again," he replied. "If there's someone you love, don't wait." The audience applauded louder this time. Some wiped their eyes. Johnny smiled gently. "You know something, Duke." "What's that?" "You didn't just play heroes." Wayne tilted his head slightly. "You reminded people what one looked like." For the first time that night, Wayne looked emotional. He glanced toward the audience, then toward the stage lights, then back at Johnny. "Johnny," he said quietly, "sometimes a man just hopes he lived a life worth watching." Johnny leaned back and smiled. "Well, partner," he replied warmly, "judging by tonight, I'd say they're still watching." The audience rose to their feet again. Standing. Clapping. Not for a movie star. Not for a cowboy. But for a man who showed them that even legends carry quiet truths inside their hearts. As the applause echoed through the studio, John Wayne tipped his head slightly, like the cowboys he played so many times before. Only this time, he wasn't playing a role. He was saying goodbye to an era.